The story begins with two of our protagonists called Haruhiko Ikijo and Mei Kawakami, who are trying to stop a fire phantom from destroying their private school called Hosia Academy. They manage to stop the monster, but their supervisor, called Arisu, doesn't give them an award as they did too much damage to the area while in combat. They even destroyed the school clock. After some time, Haruhiko goes to the nearby cemetery where he finds a girl called Reina Izumi using her special magic powers. She is using her ability to consume the several cemetery phantoms. Haruhiko is interested in Reina and her skills, so he recruits her in his phantom hunting club. At first, Reina refuses his offer, but the next day at school, Haruhiko sits down with her at lunch and explains everything. He tells her that the Alayashiki Company, an organization that carried out many extreme and inhumane experimentations, had a special research facility a few years ago. That same facility was hit by terrorists who detonated a bomb inside of it. The explosion released a dangerous virus that infected the human brain all around the world. This virus causes a change in the brain activity of a person, allowing them to see phantoms of all kinds. Phantoms include monsters such as yakai, ghosts, and various other supernatural entities. Children that were born after the terrorist attack and the virus release had special powers that gave them the ability to fight phantoms. When those children grew up, they formed special phantom hunting organizations. These organizations and clubs are almost at every school. Haruhiko and Reina then meet with Mei, and the three of them go to hunt a special phantom called Tsukimagami. This specific phantom uses radio signals to attack, and their mission is a success as Reina manages to seal the Tsukimagami. Haruhiko decides that he wants to contribute more to his phantom hunting team, so he decides to master the ability to summon phantoms with a sketchbook. Arisu commands Haruhiko, Reina, Mei, and a new transfer student called Koido to go on a new mission. Koido has had her abilities since she was just a child, and her ability comes out when she sings. The group has to go to an abandoned factory where there have been reports that a security robot phantom has been taking over drones and causing problems. When the group arrives, the robot phantom uses its special waves to cancel out Koido's ability. However, the team still manages to seal the phantom and trap it. After the battle, the team takes a break so Reina and Mei hang out at Haruhiko's house, where they are introduced to Haruhiko's fairy phantom named Viru. She reveals to the group that in her investigations she found a strange gadget at the abandoned factory. Arisu then sends the group on a mission to find and seal a UFO phantom. This specific phantom stalks college girls at their dormitory. Reina and Mei wear only towels and are able to bait the UFO phantom. Haruhiko then uses his ability and summons a sketch of Marchoja's using a small cut on his finger. At first glance, Marchoja's looks like a small puppy with wings, but it is actually very powerful. Marchoja's manages to capture the UFO phantom, and then Reina seals it. Koido sees the group finishing up another successful mission, but she remains unimpressed. It is revealed that reality is a complex illusion that the human brain creates. How phantoms came to exist and if they are just a creation of the human mind still remains a mystery. The group has to hunt down and seal two female bridge phantoms that challenge people to test their strength. They, along with Reina and Haruhiko, meet up at the train station to start their mission. The train station brings back happy memories from Mei's childhood. When they locate the bridge phantoms, they seem very interested in Mei and challenge her to a test of strength. But Mei doesn't do very well and is defeated. Haruhiko once more summons Marchoja's as a way to distract the phantoms so that his team can retreat to safety. The following day, the group tries some combat training to improve their skills. Mei leads the training, and Haruhiko gets the brilliant idea of copying all of Mei's skills from his brain so that he will receive all of her combat abilities. They need to visit several places that are important to Mei so that they synchronize the memories, and Reina gets jealous that the two of them are spending time together. When Mei and Haruhiko reach the bridge, the two phantoms appear. It is then revealed that the two phantoms are actually girls who were friends with Mei when they were small children. Haruhiko starts to theorize that Mei might have changed her memories to forget certain parts of her life. They begin a battle with the phantoms, and Arisu tells Haruhiko to use the abilities that he has gathered from Mei. Haruhiko and Mei use teamwork, and with a synchronized attack they defeat the bridge phantoms. The following day, Arisu concludes that all of Mei's memories and skills will disappear from Haruhiko's brain in a matter of a few days. The group of friends go to a restaurant where Reina is shown eating a lot of food. Haruhiko, Mei, and Reina have become closer during their many adventures together. After dinner, Reina boards a bus to go home. The next day at school, Koido reveals that the red bus that Reina took is actually a bus phantom, and it seems that the phantom has now possessed Reina. The next time the bus phantom arrives, Koido and Mei watch as Reina and Haruhiko board the bus, but the bus then suddenly disappears, and Reina along with Haruhiko are then transported to a spooky house. In the house, Reina is hypnotized by two bunny phantoms who pretend to be her parents. Haruhiko is also pushed into an illusion where he is Reina's brother. After some time, Haruhiko manages to free himself and Reina from hypnosis. In a moment of weakness, Haruhiko also reveals that his mother has been gone for years. The two of them escape the fantasy house created by phantoms and wake up the next day in Reina's house. The following day, Mei and Haruhiko learn that Reina had asked her parents for permission to join the Phantom Hunter Club, and they must let her be a full-time member. On the other hand, Koito hunts down a trained phantom. After chasing it for a while, she finally uses her special ability and seals the phantom. It is revealed that ever since Koito's abilities have appeared, she has kept a distance from other people. Later at school, one of Haruhiko's friends notices that Koito is mean and that in the past she was very popular at school. The school's chicken and rabbit habitats have been attacked by a dragon phantom. Arisu gives the mission to hunt down the dragon phantom to Koito. Koito then meets with Kirumi at the primary school division. Koito also meets the dragon phantom and the monster makes Koito's unable to use his ability. Reina along with Mei and Haruhiko arrive to help Koito, but Kirumi uses her ability and transforms her teddy bear into a giant. This giant is extremely powerful and it causes the dragon phantom to get scared and run away. Arisu comes up with a friendly competition between all the phantom hunters. He forms one team that has Kirumi, Reina and Mei, then tells Koito and Haruhiko to work together on the other side. The competition is to determine who is faster at hunting down the dragon phantom. After searching for a while, Koito and Haruhiko find the dragon phantom, but it escapes before they can seal it. It is also revealed that the dragon phantom was the one who awakened Koito's abilities years ago. During the chase, Koito gets injured, so both teams join forces and combining their special powers, they finally manage to seal the dragon phantom. Reina uses her power and heals Koito, and Arisu then discovers that this isn't the same dragon phantom that unlocked Koito's powers. Back at his home, Haruhiko gets some rest and tries investigating the gadget that the team found in the facility. Koito arrives at his house to thank him and then leaves in a hurry. Kirumi expresses that she is afraid of letting people down and is not sure that she wants to be involved in hunting phantoms. Later, Kirumi meets up with Haruhiko and suddenly both of them are transported into a magical kingdom where teddy bears are alive. There, Kirumi is hailed as the princess who has been missing. The teddy bears are also at war in their kingdom, with one of them being an evil prince called Salmon de Higman III. Albrecht, who is the teddy bear that Kirumi uses in combat, helps her and Haruhiko. It is then revealed that this whole kingdom is a creation of Kirumi's memories and feelings. Albrecht then informs Kirumi and Haruhiko that the evil Prince Salmon is planning on attacking them with his special knights. It is also revealed that Salmon wants to force Kirumi to marry him. Back in the real world, Mei, Reina and Koito talk about Kirumi and her powers. Koito holds the opinion that Kirumi can be great in combat but has to improve on her mental state. Meanwhile, in the fantasy kingdom, Kirumi and Haruhiko go into the forest where Kirumi remembers that it was Albrecht who gave her the comfort and confidence to meet new friends. Suddenly, a robot teddy bear attacks the group and Kirumi manages to overcome her fears and even goes on to face Salmon. Kirumi activates a special golden rake, transforming herself into a magical being. She then manages to defeat Salmon and frees herself and Haruhiko from the fantasy kingdom. Kirumi now feels a lot more confident and agrees to hunt phantoms with the rest of her friends. However, something strange starts to happen at the academy. Students for some reason have started to act like cats. They walk around strangely and they seem obsessed with eating fish. Mei informs her friends that there is a nearby dormitory that was overrun by stray cats and closed down. The group goes to investigate, and the following day things get even more strange. Now everybody shows up in school with cat ears and tails. Haruhiko is shocked by this and he tells his friends that they have to investigate the dormitory with all the cats. While investigating the house, it is revealed that the place is actually a cat mansion phantom. Kirumi tries to reason with the phantom and manages to make a deal where the cat phantom returns everybody to normal. Kirumi then realizes that the cat mansion phantom was lonely and just wanted to have cats in it again. Haruhiko and his friends clean up the cat mansion and it is turned into a tea house for all the students at the school. The school grounds slowly become hotter and hotter and soon the whole place changes into a hot spring. It is also guarded by a giant monkey phantom. Several phantom hunters try to seal the monkey phantom but none of their methods work. Haruhiko and Mei try to be stealthy but are immediately spotted by the phantom. Haruhiko then comes up with a plan to have all the girls dress up in their attractive swimsuits so that the monkey gets distracted. But this plan fails as the monkey doesn't care about the girls. Haruhiko then manages to summon a giant baby octopus called Cthulhu. This octopus manages to capture the monkey phantom just long enough for Koito to bind the phantom. Ruru then discovers that the monkey phantom just feels lonely because his wife left him. The group organizes a wedding as a way to cheer up the monkey phantom. Haruhiko gets stuck playing the bride, causing his friends to laugh at him. After the wedding, The monkey phantom disappears and everything returns back to normal. The drama club organizes a special event where they recreate an incident with phantoms. A girl called Ayumi Kitajima is the only member of the drama club, and she manages to convince Haruhiko, Reina, Ruru, Kirumi, Koito and Mei to join her play. Ayumi casts herself as the notorious phantom of this incident while the others find their roles. They all have to rehearse scenes for a while to get it to perfection. The group then go to the regional competitions and begin their play. During their performance, it is revealed that Ayumi is actually a Bakumatsu phantom who was created because of losing that same regional competition for 10 years, and it turns out Ayumi just pretended to be a drama student. Haruhiko and his friend decide to not seal away Ayumi, and they go along with the play. Ayumi is using her powers to make the entire audience extras in the play. After a while, the play comes to an end and everything returns back to normal. They win the regional competition, and the next day Ayumi shows up to propose that the group goes to the national competition as well. One day Haruhiko accidentally steps on Ruru as she is very tiny. This makes her mad and she decides to make herself bigger. In the park, she meets up with a witch phantom. Ruru wishes to be like everybody else, and the witch phantom transforms Ruru into a normal human girl. She will now be in the same class as Haruhiko, and her new name will be Natsuno. The only condition to the spell is that Ruru can't reveal her true identity to any of her friends. Ruru now as Natsuno shows up in school and meets with all her friends, but she finds it difficult lying to them. The next day, a firework festival is organized and everybody goes. Haruhiko and his friends all miss Ruru and wish that she was with them at the festival. Ruru becomes emotional and doesn't want to hide her identity anymore. Suddenly, a giant firework phantom appears which will soon explode. Kirumi, Mei, Reina are unable to seal the phantom, and at that moment the phantom attacks Haruhiko. Natsuno reveals that she is really Ruru, and with that she returns to her fairy form. She then manages to convince the firework phantom to explode in the sky away from the people. After the battle is done, Ruru is welcomed back by her friends. Haruhiko buys a bottle of ramen for Ruru and tells her he is sorry for stepping on her. The group then have various adventures while fighting different phantoms. They even fight a Sandman phantom that turns them into their kid forms. As time passes, summer arrives and Haruhiko and his group are the phantom group with the best results. Arisu warns the group that a dangerous phantom called Enigma has been attacking people. This Enigma phantom attacks phantom hunters and by kissing them steals their powers. Enigma attacks a group called Beach Angels, and Haruhiko along with his friends arrive to help, but Enigma escapes before they can seal it. Haruhiko gets a shocking phone call from his mother who wants to meet with him. He goes to meet his mother and she apologizes for everything and decides to move in with Haruhiko. Koito spies on Haruhiko and his mother, and she realizes that his mom might be a phantom. All the girls are invited to dinner at Haruhiko's house. His mother is fun and makes the group laugh, and everybody seems to be having a good time. Arisu calls Mei and tells her that Haruhiko's mother has been missing for some time. At that moment, suddenly Haruhiko's mother attacks Mei. It is revealed that she has been possessed by Enigma. Enigma then steals Haruhiko's powers and exits the body of his mother. Haruhiko then awakens, but he is without his powers. Ruru is also acting strange. Koito tries hunting for Enigma but fails. Kirumi uses Albrecht and repairs a communication device that the group uses to expose that the Alayashiki company created Enigma. Koito is then informed that Enigma has been spotted in the research facility. When the group arrives at the location, Enigma defeats all the girls with ease, and Haruhiko tries to fight back but fails, getting hurt while trying to protect Ruru. Haruhiko is able to get back his powers by kissing Ruru, but Enigma has summoned phantoms that were previously sealed away by Haruhiko. Haruhiko summons Sitalhu and Marchojas, and with the help of the girls they finally manage to defeat and seal Enigma. Everything returns back to normal and Haruhiko can finally reunite with his mother, and this brings the anime to an end. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed.